6:43 here on your Monday. We're leading the way with breaking news this morning after a deadly shooting in Corryville this morning. This is a live look at the scene on University Avenue near Highland Avenue. We do know 5 people were shot shortly before 3 this morning. 2 have died. 3 others are injured. We'll check in with Richard Childs here in just a moment, who is live there at the scene.
Yeah, lots of updates to come. We've also got to talk about the forecast. It's a very busy week, 4th of July week. So if you've got plans, you're maybe planning on traveling, you got to know the forecast.
And it's going to eventually be exactly what you think of when you think of the hot 4th of July. It's hot, humid, chance for storms. But right now, it's almost the exact opposite.
So nice out.
Put the windows
get a
down.
walk in.
Or if you want to put your windows up because they've been closed for, 3 weeks now, it's nice outside.
Give the AC a break this morning. I mean, take a look at these temperatures across the area. Most places are in the 50s. It's 60 in Covington, 60 at the airport, but most places mid-upper 50s right now, or as cool as 53 in Fairfield. It's 55 in Loveland, 56 in Mason. Delhi, you're at 58, 57 Alexandria. Just a great start to the day. Clear skies, low humidity, and a lot of sunshine. So we'll climb through the 60s slowly this morning, eventually make it to the upper 70s, maybe 80 or so for a high today. And the humidity stays down today. Temperatures jump tomorrow. We're going to be right back up to 90, but at least tomorrow the humidity doesn't really creep in until the evening. But for your plans on the 3rd and the 4th of July, plan on that typical high heat, high humidity, and the potential for some storms. So as we take a look at the next few days, today comfortable 80 for the high, tomorrow back up to 91, and then by Wednesday, 94, feeling like the upper 90s, and the potential for some storms. And while they flare up in the afternoon, they'll linger into the evening. They don't really fade quite as the sun goes down. So both Wednesday and Thursday for fireworks shows, or those of you heading out to festivals and concerts, make sure you have a place to go because downpours are going to be a possibility. We'll take a closer look at the timeline for those Wednesday storms coming up in a few minutes. Let's get over to Katie. She's been capturing some pretty sunrises on the traffic cameras this morning.
Very bright this morning. It's a nice drive. You can roll the windows down, very comfortable outside. Cutting the hill right now, picking up into the lanes, heading into downtown Cincinnati. So plan on a little bit of extra time there. Starting to see our usual slowdowns build from about Buttermilk all the way up to the Cut in the Hill. And those are likely just going to get heavier here within the hour. The breakdown that we were talking about on the ramp from 71 South to Ridge was blocked. We now just have a lane blocked, so they've been able to get this over the shoulder. You're able to use that ramp now. We'll take you out to the wider picture. No crashes to report this morning, but our usual slowdowns building on 75 North as you head up towards the Laughlin split. Southbound side should also start to slow up here within about 30 minutes to an hour. Travel times right now from Hamilton to 75 on 275 East at 6 minutes, and then Ward's Corner to 71 at about 5 minutes. On 275, travel times right now from Mason Montgomery to downtown on 71 South at 17 minutes. Kelly?
Okay, Katie, thank you. And to that breaking news now, Cincinnati police investigating a deadly shooting in Corryville early this morning. We know at least 2 people have died and 3 others were hurt. This happened on University Avenue near Highland Avenue, just a block or 2 from UC Medical Center and a short walk from UC's campus. WLWT News 5's Richard Childs has been talking with police, getting the updates as a lot of them come through this morning. Richard, what's the latest?
Well, Kelly, the evidence collection still continuing here at Highland and University. Roadways remain blocked off in what police describing as a double homicide. Now, we understand at least 1 other victim transported to University Medical Center with life-threatening injuries. 2 others shot as well. This scene unfolding around 2:45 this morning. That's when District 1, District 4 officers were on a routine patrol, again responding reports of shots fired. Officers then again coming upon 2 victims. Again, multiple people shot, 2 victims pronounced dead as police continue their investigation. Now, getting a chance to talk with District 4 Commander Captain Mark Burns, we do understand that there is 1 person police are interviewing, describing that individual as a person of interest. Again, police interviewing at least 1 person described as a person of interest in this scene. Now, as police continue their investigation, they are asking anyone with information regarding this latest homicide in the city of Cincinnati to contact Crime Stoppers. Reporting live this morning, Richard Childs, WLWT News 5.
Richard, thank you. And more breaking news this morning after a shooting downtown. This one just outside the Justice Center. It happened before 1 this morning on Sycamore Street. Police tell us a man shot several times and he was taken to UC Medical Center and is expected to survive. Now this morning, police looking to see if cameras in the area may have caught what unfolded. We're still working to learn more, and we will keep you updated.
6:48, developing on WLWT. An armed suspect threatening a family is shot by police in Taylor Mill, Kentucky. This happened inside a home on Grand Avenue Sunday evening. Investigators say officers fired at least one shot at the suspect. Now, when police arrived, they found the suspect with a weapon threatening a family member. Calls to dispatch reveal the person may have been armed with a knife. Neighbors tell us that a couple lived in that house, saying in the past 3 weeks, cops have been called there multiple times. Covington and Taylor Mill police both responded to Sunday's call, saying that it was an isolated incident. This investigation is ongoing.
Starting today, work on a multi-million-dollar project downtown. It's a major project, the Duke Energy Convention Center. It'll be closed for 18 months, and a nearby street is closing permanently to drivers. So WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindek has a look at this project, the impact for the city, as well as the impact it could have on your commutes. Danielle.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kelly. Big heads up to drivers because this portion of Elm Street behind me, which is between 5th and 6th Streets, will be closed to drivers permanently. Now, as you can see, there's still some cars driving on it, so it's not closed just yet, but it really is a big day for the city as renovations start on the Duke Energy Convention Center. So it will be closed for 18 months, and here's a glimpse of the renderings of what it will look like. It aims to not only transform the convention center, but the entire block around it with updates inside the building, plus a new fresh exterior. Lastly, a green space with landscaping, pavilion bar, dog park, and which is why that Elm Street is closing, because this entire area will be a walking space for people, but once again it will be open in case of emergencies but closed to drivers. One last thing I want to ask, just mention real quickly here, is I did ask about that iconic Cincinnati sign on the side of the building, and that is staying. But reporting live down here in downtown, Danielle Dindek, WLWT News 5.
Danielle, thanks so much. 6:50, new on WLWT. The U.S. Surgeon General issued an historical advisory declaring gun violence a health crisis. It's an issue that officials say most Americans worry about, and one that schools across the country are grappling with. WLWT News 5's Giacomo Luca learned what Mason City schools are doing to encourage safety. Giacomo.
Yeah, that's right, Stephen. Well, they have this tip line set up that anyone in the community can send a safety concern into anonymously or not. School leaders say it's really important that young people know that they can safely report these concerns, and school officials say it's saving lives. Well, from school bullying to substance abuse or concerns about a classmate at risk of self-harm, Ohio now requires all schools to use a statewide or similar system, but Mason schools launched their program 20 years ago. School leaders say when students feel comfortable to report safety concerns, well, they do. And this past school year, it's led to nearly 300 reports, a majority related to concerns of classmates at risk of suicide or self-harm that school leaders say they followed up on. That includes 10 wellness checks, 9 out of school suspensions, and 7 threat assessments. Mason school leaders again saying it's especially important for young people to know that if they see something, they can say something. We're live at Mason High School this morning. Giacomo Luca, WLWT News 5.
Giacomo, thank you. Meanwhile, Mason City Schools is continuing negotiations with its educators. Teachers and the district have not approved contracts for the upcoming year. They don't have one. Today, the two sides will be back at the negotiating table for the first time since May 31st. We'll pass along any updates on air and online at WLWT.com.
The Supreme Court expected to close out its session with a key ruling that could impact the upcoming presidential election. Justices weighing former President Donald Trump's claim he is immune from criminal prosecution. Trump argues he cannot be held criminally responsible for official acts taken in office. The court's ruling will decide the future of multiple cases against him. It could derail or even delay trials until after the November election. A decision expected to come down later today.
Remembering a local radio legend and advocate, Jim Scott passed away at 81 years old after a long battle with ALS. We spoke with some lifelong fans who gathered to share their memories of the beloved broadcaster.
His thing would be that he would carry an empty Grippo's chip in his back pocket.
Members of the Delhi Township Knights of Columbus decided what better way to honor the late radio host than with the snack he loved most. Cincinnatians don't think of Grippo's without thinking of Jim Scott, so the group gathered Sunday to honor his memory over a bag of chips. The group says they will be raising money to donate to an ALS charity in Scott's honor. To the Reds now, looking to get a big win over the weekend with a 4-game series in St. Louis. They split the first 2 games, and after a second win on Saturday, it was a chance to win the series yesterday. After racking up 20 runs against the Cardinals in those first 3 games, they didn't even get 1 on the board yesterday. The Cards were able to get 2 on the board, so it was a 2-2 series split, but a 2-0 final in favor of the Cardinals at Busch Stadium. The Reds get a day of rest before they travel up to the Big Apple for a 3-game set with the Yankees. Game 1 in New York is tomorrow night. First pitch is at 7:05. Of course, we have all of our big stories and what you need to know to start your day on our daily podcast, 5 on 5 and 5. You can get that wherever you get your podcasts.
And right now we're going to get a check on traffic. 6:54. It is Monday of a holiday week, though, Katie. So how are things looking?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, they look okay right now. It's 71 at Fields Erdel. Starting to get a little bit busier, but, you know, it's not terrible as you start your drive out that direction. 75 and 71 at Butler Warren County. Still clear. We've got green on the maps. Then we'll take you into that breakdown that we've been tracking here. That was going to be on the 71 southbound ramp to Ridge. That has now been cleared up, so shoulder just blocked there for that stalled vehicle. So you'll be able to use the ramp if that's part of your commute in the morning. And then we've been watching the closure at University in Highland for that overnight shooting. Will not be able to use that this morning. 275 loop looks good. Starting to see our usual slowdowns build as you make your way towards the Cotton Hill. And it looks like 74 eastbound starting to slow down as well as you make your way towards 75 and downtown. Outside of that, you have fairly normal drive times. Beachmont to downtown on 50 West is at 7 minutes for a drive time, and then 75 south from Tylersville to downtown, about 20 minutes for your commute. We'll take you out to 275 to downtown on 471, 6 minutes there, and then your early flights from downtown to CVG for any holiday travel running at 8 minutes on 71, 75 south, and then over to 275. Rainey, I think we're all going to enjoy the weather today, though.
It is a crisp 61 degrees at the airport, and most communities, though, are actually upper 50s. So gorgeous this morning. A lot of sunshine. By noon, we're only at 71. So enjoy the free AC this morning. We get into the afternoon, it'll be 79, 80 degrees or so. So it's going to be great today. Looking ahead, though, towards your holiday plans, Wednesday through Friday of this week, your heat index value likely to be somewhere between 94 and 99. So the heat, the humidity, they're back, and that will lead to some afternoon and evening thunderstorms. And while it's not a total washout, those storms do linger into the evening hours, and they could still be in a couple of spots as we get toward fireworks time Wednesday night or Thursday night. So I want to take a closer look at some of this. For today, sunny skies and 80 degrees. Tomorrow, we make it back into the 90s, but I don't think it's really muggy until the evening hours. So kind of a crisp start again tomorrow, and then a warmer afternoon. We get into Wednesday. It's a weather impact day, and though things are quiet through much of the day, take a look at the clock here as we get toward the warmer hours of the afternoon. We've got some showers and thunderstorms in the area. With the high humidity, you're going to have some decent downpours. Notice at 9, 10 o'clock, there's still the chance for some rain. So that's Wednesday's outlook. It's also kind of the same as what we expect on Thursday for the 4th. So know that there could be some issues with storms at fireworks time. We'll watch that closely as we go through the week.
Yeah, and we got some time, so we'll check back in.
All right, so today's show is just minutes away. We're back in 25 minutes for our local news, weather, and traffic. Have a great Monday.